So there is a single yet huge dating mistake that most people make, and it's likely the reason why they can't attract the right person. This was uncovered by renowned researcher Brene Brown, who interviewed and heard from thousands to learn why some people just always struggle to find connection. And after 6 years of study, she discovered that it's a lack of vulnerability. The people who others really gravitate towards view being vulnerable as a necessity. They're not afraid to put themselves out there, even if things don't work out. But how do you develop something like that? Well, the first part she mentions is about combating shame and how it just thrives in silence. She says we have to allow ourselves to be truly seen. Secondly, is knowing that it's impossible to numb only negative emotions. Your capacity for things like heartbreak or rejection actually mirrors your capacity for things like gratitude and joy. So if you use distraction or vices to close yourself off, you're actually going to limit yourself from the really good emotions too. And lastly is self-compassion.
Because as it turns out, we can't practice compassion with other people if we can't treat ourselves kindly.
And this has been well backed up too. Being kinder to ourselves actually reduces anxiety and fear of failure. So it lowers the impact of rejection. But how can we actually do this when it still hurts? How do we even motivate ourselves to be able to reach that point? Well, first, it's known that we're much more successful when we're motivated intrinsically. So the people who learn to enjoy the process of going on dates, of meeting new people, of putting themselves out there, are going to be way less deterred after any setback. Secondly, being able to hit that reset button when you need to is huge. I mean, when we're focusing on this, let alone the gym, work, school, personal problems, we can just kind of be at our limit, and then something like rejection and ghosting happens, and yeah, it can hurt. And I know for me, like any new goal or anything that I'm taking on just needs the most sustainable approach possible. That always comes first. And chances are we're not going to meet somebody we'll end up dating in the next week or even the next few months. And that's okay. Just don't burn yourself out trying. Now, what about the state of the dating market? Like, I do think it's okay at times not to date. Completely okay. I just got out of a 12-year relationship 2 months ago. I'm not going to be dating for a little bit, and I'm fine with that. But if you actually do want to, that desire is not going to go anywhere. And in fact, it'll probably get stronger. So I encourage you to keep putting yourself out there. Be vulnerable, work on your appearance, and try to enjoy the process the best you can, even when it's hard, because that's really when the growth happens.